I pull up, roll the windows down it. I pull up, roll the windows down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's talk about Lamh and Huntsville and their season low ratings. Because it's not that people are excited about the decline in views, more so than it's proof that people want you to acknowledge their concerns regarding the show that they have invested their time in watching. For whatever reason, Mel's baby mama is still on the show filming, even though he was convicted for DV harassing communication, basically trying to release revenge P on Mel, or threatening to release revenge P on Mel, which he admitted out of his own mouth in his slur. But for whatever reason, they have taken more interest in trying to attack the very people that are speaking out against Mel's baby mama's behavior and raising concerns for the future of the show and the behavior problems from the cast that are very problematic, not just only on camera, but for some of the cast as well. So prior to the season airing, I'm not going to lie, I was under the impression that Carlos was really going to try to change the trajectory of the show, and there would at least be a closing to Mel's baby mama's story. But I was wrong. Carlos has taken a pivot the same way he took a pivot at the Melometer live show. When Mel was discussing how she felt about Mel's baby mama being on the cast still, and Carlos seemingly on the same page, and then out of nowhere inviting Sonny and Moses, which I'm not sure if you guys have been watching the show, apparently not. But I'm going to go back and see if they even showed the part where we all spoke about on YouTube was the most important part of the live show. It was deep and it was transparent. And instead of him engaging more in that side of the conversation, he pivoted and brought Sonny and Moses up. So I got to go and see if they even showed that part of the conversation and how he chose to pivot and how tacky it was. The cast keeps trying to convince people that the Melometers are haters, mean, they're stalkers, deplorable, bitter, etc. when all we have been doing is calling out the fake shit that has been thrown on TV for us to call out, i.e. Letitia claiming she feels pregnant when we know her husband went behind her back to get a vasectomy. I think that was a waste of 5 minutes on the TV screen when they were getting sued, and we literally only got 5 seconds of that conversation, which was more realistic and true to their story. Or the fact that Kimmy was battling cancer, and instead of her talking about her journey, she spent the entire season trying to please her husband and talking about her libido. And at this point, after hearing libido so much, we all dry. Or even the fact that Stormy kept trying to play up this beef with her and Mel, and really with no leg to stand on. The story kept changing, and what's even more deplorable, she kept throwing stuff in the air to see if it would stick when she knows she plotted on this woman knowing that she knew her ex-husband's mistress. And instead of her being real about why fans were really calling her out and what she wanted Mel to speak out against, she showed her hand in her true character, and people see it for what it is. And now you got this new lady, and she doesn't have anything real going on that people actually want to see. And to make it all worse, you bring Dusty Dan back when she has never offered anything. And not only did you bring her back, you brought her back to not even finish her story. She has moved on to a new story that majority of the viewers have no clue about, know nothing about. We weren't really even introduced to Moses. So what is it that we're talking about? Most people want to understand why she keeps getting arrested in a closing to her and her ex-husband's story. In one breath, she said it was a gag order and they couldn't talk about it. And the next breath, she said she didn't have a gag order. She just didn't want to talk about it to protect her son. Now here she is on a show talking about girl code when she has aligned herself with a man like Mel's baby mama, which is the issue. This is a show where majority of the viewers are women, Black women, yet these women on the show, not only just the women, but the men and seemingly Carlos in production are protecting a man. And we have literally seen who he is and the things that he has been willing to do. And most importantly, the route he was willing to take through it all. He destroyed his marriage. He's the reason for the demise of his marriage. Yet he has done all of these actions and blamed his ex-wife, which nobody around has honestly said the real truth or been honest about the real situation or protected Mel in this situation. And people are offended by that because you guys are playing in people's face. Now he has been convicted of this crime that he was arrested for, that he said out his own mouth he did, who his slur said out her own mouth that they plotted to do. She saw it. Her sister saw it. She even said she would send it to a blogger. Yet everybody is getting on the camera saying a text message, as if they don't watch the blogs when Maurice, the cancer hunter, and Dra Libido, the mule, are currently trying to sue bloggers for the contents on their channel. Stormy and her white CEO was all up in the comment section just a few months ago, yet y'all want us to believe nobody saw the very viral video of Mel's baby mama sitting with Queen Sheba on Zoom saying out of his own mouth, I sent her a picture of her and I. Is disingenuous. As a woman with morals, values, and self-respect, is vile, is careless, and is irresponsible as a woman, especially a Black woman, to cater to the type of individual that will go through such great lengths to destroy another Black woman whom he created pain and caused pain and has done pain on to. Even Stormy owning a business for Black women but supporting a man in the way that she has is a major red flag, period. And this is somebody who plotted on Mel because she has still not yet cleared up the story. And not only has she not cleared up the story, but she's changed her story multiple times. But yet everybody wants to get on camera and they want to talk about how vile a certain fan base is. And they want to try to railroad a certain fan base, i.e. Cancer Hunter and Dra Libido the Mule, suing the bloggers or trying to. You have Maurice going live talking about how, not Maurice, but you have Big Titty Soul going live talking about how he hate the mellometers and they are batshit crazy and he can't wait until the ratings come out. Well, they out, ho. We haven't heard you run your mouth since. We couldn't see your teeth then, just like we can't see him now. Letitia really with the audacity to say that mellometers don't like her when you're not a likable person. Mellometers, it's not even just the mellometers that don't like you. It's the bitches that be in your comment section lying to you that don't like you as well, that's trying to get closer to your husband. That's the real tea, babes. Gassing you up, keeping you looking stupid. But the real tea is the fact that you knew, Letitia, about the revenge pee before anybody else and you said nothing. You didn't say a word, and you want to sit up on the TV screen and talk about bitter, deplorable, middle-aged women as if you're not 40-something years old and you lack the most morals and values and self-respect. Love and Marriage Huntsville went from being one of the highest viewed shows on OWN network because of its realness and authenticity from the start. Now that they've gotten a little bit of recognition, they have tried to cover up and keep up with facades that we know aren't aren't them, i.e. Letitia being a barefoot busted maid in her home and now all of a sudden trying to teach boss woman practices, but misspell everything anytime she posts, even down to where she copied an entire shipping policy from Canvas Beauty. That being said, they also saw that from the blogger. So y'all really want us to believe y'all didn't hear Martell say out of his own mouth that he had the tape and sent a picture of it to her? It's really time for y'all to get real, and maybe these views will help y'all get real, or maybe y'all just don't care because y'all are egotistical, as y'all have shown before, and will literally let the show burn before you guys listen to what the viewers want, because y'all, like I said, it's your ego, your pride. That's my opinion of Carlos, because he said even on his live video, or not his live video, but he said on a video that he posted on his story on Instagram, that people tell him all the time, hey, you should do this, hey, can you talk about this, but he doesn't do it. So in my opinion, he intentionally hears and sees what people want, but because he doesn't want to do that, he's not going to do it. And I think that says a lot about his character, because to me, like I said in previous videos, I think he thinks that the people are trying to tell him what to do on his show, etc., when at the end of the day, people have invested their time and energy in the show, and they are just trying to tell him what they want. Majority of the people have been saying the same thing, but instead of him listening, he is intentionally going against the grain. And here are the repercussions of that. So it started out with 278,000 views. Then it bumped up to 323,000 views. Then it jumped back down to 268,000 views. And now it's at an all-time low at 257,000 views. And congratulations, Carlos, because that's exactly what he wanted. I also believe he's planning an exit plan, because he said on his interview or his Messy Mondays with Heavenly that he doesn't necessarily care how people feel about him losing shows, or he doesn't care about how people feel when people say he has low ratings or if a show cancel, because he's a producer. You win some, you lose some, and you're on to the next, basically, in lamest terms. That's the way that he put it. So I think he's basically saying he doesn't care. He's going to make successful shows, whether he has Love and Marriage Huntsville or not. He's willing to literally let the show get canceled before he ever listens to the audience, because again, he doesn't want us to be right. His ego and his pride won't let him hear what the viewers want. And maybe it's because there is truly a disdain there that he has failed to acknowledge. Y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what you think. I want to go live and I want to talk about this video that he did with Mel at the live show. He posted it on his YouTube page, and I've been meaning to talk to you guys about it. I specifically want to talk about that very intimate moment that Mel had with the audience, and pretty much telling her story and how much depth it was just a really thoughtful moment, and it just transitioned into mess within a blink of an eye. So I want to talk about that when we go live. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload.
So I sat around all those months wondering, I know it's out there though, but I mean, they flying and stuff, but I mean, I don't know, but it's out there. And lo and behold, Carlos, after talking to you about prayer and letting God show you. Yeah, but he did. And it wasn't me. I didn't make a call. You know, if you have a warrant and you go to certain places trying to get certain things, that pops up. And that's what happened.
I know we're all like laughing and joking. We're having a good time. And I do love that. But I really want the world to know how deep this is for you, because at the end of the day, Melody, this is a man who proposed to you on your college graduation day. You have 4 kids by this man. And obviously you were madly in love. You guys were a power couple. You guys were a power couple in the city. You guys built this foundation, and your kids are wonderful. did you ever think, Melody, in a million years, that your life would end up this way to where you would even have to do that to somebody who's the father of your kids? Like, were there moments of like, you know?
Never would have imagined that, but I will say along the way, the telltale signs became present. And especially hindsight is everything, right? So sometimes when you get out of a situation, you're able to reflect and see clearly maybe the things you missed or that you overlooked or you didn't pay attention to. And so when I look back at it now and see how he handled other situations with other people, the lack of maturity, you know, just the inability to just be a full-blown man, you know, where it's like, you know what, we didn't work out, but you know what? I'm going to leave her alone because I messed up. It is what it is, right? Let me just leave her alone. I never thought that I would be wishing that I had had my children by somebody else. And that's where I am. And I've shared that, you know, with my family, like, dang, like, why I ain't had these kids by somebody else? Because it just keeps going and it's just going and it's just going. And it's like, when is enough enough? And when do we stop funding the madness? That's the other piece of it. Like, when do we stop funding the madness? When does, you know, I'm doing this interview with you, Carlos, but I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't remember the last time I sat down and even did an interview. Like, real talk. So I film for the show, but I'm not out here thinking of ways to degrade people and come at people and everybody interview me so I can talk down about everybody. I ain't on that kind of time. Too short. So much in my purpose to be focusing on that's not my focus. So when I have this person that continuously attacks, it becomes a lot. And I don't know if you know that, but fortunately this networks, I have my own therapist. She's here tonight in the audience. Dominique is somewhere in here, but OWN gives us therapists as well. And so I've had conversations with them too, you know, about where I am and how I'm feeling. I will say this, one thing that you did do is anytime I had a scene, you made sure security was there. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. Yeah, the thing is this. I always want to make sure that anybody who's associated with the kingdom feels safe. Yeah. And that feels and looks differently for every person, right? Mm-hmm. This is a tough job to have. Being on TV, exposing your real life is tough. The things that's in the press right now is, one of my producers married.
About it, and I just want to address it. And it's just like, you know, we all have our fans and we love our fans and we want our fans to support us, and we love the fans of each cast member, but we also love the fans of just Lamh and Huntsville in general, because you guys support us. We love that we are who we are because of our fans, so thank you guys for that. But we do have some fans that go above and beyond. I mean, from personal experience, I experienced a lot with the millimeters, and I'm just speaking my truth. Like, when you have someone coming to your home, taking pictures of your house, showing up at your businesses, coming to your construction sites, going to the city, calling the city, calling around Atlanta, trying to get the Black Business Expo stopped. It's just a lot of unnecessary stuff. So when I speak and I say something, it is because of the things that I have experienced with that particular group. And it may not be everybody, but the ones that's doing it, they're doing the most.
I come and make it rock, baby. The meters.
You know, Carlos is doing his live podcast. The first stop is here in Huntsville. I think that's no idea. Yeah, I mean, it should be fun, but he has Mel as a special guest. So he's been like, talking about the millimeters and the raindrops. I would not be in the building, especially not without the invitation. Right. But I'm not trying to be around the millimeters at all, because it's just a group of evil females, and they're middle-aged females that's very unhappy in life.
No, I think they're a little older than middle-aged. I have never seen such a toxic group of people. Exactly. I feel like it's a group of broken women. Yeah. The people that have critical thinking ability, they actually don't get on the internet and make those type of comments.
It's not about fans. It ain't about nobody but me and what I want to convey, put out, whatever.
Okay, so you're doing this purposefully to what? Hurt?
It's like she went low and I went lower.
Some people, they like Mel for a different reason. I do not care what those followers think. To me, they're just a group of deplorables.
Gotcha.
All right?
Right.
They're brainless, foolish people that follow someone that ignore all facts. He said that, I'm going to buy another shirt. Go buy her shirts.
Yes.
Spend all your money and all your kids' money making Mel a multi-billionaire. I don't care. Some content creators are going to do a season-wide blackout of the show. A season-wide blackout. They're upset about something with the show, and they're doing a season-wide blackout. And I feel like in that moment I was kind of thinking, and I was with the Spirit of the Lord, but 3 words came to my mind. And those 3 words are batshit crazy. Like, These motherfuckers are bad shit crazy. They're calling on people to boycott a show, like a television, a reality TV show. Bad shit crazy. And FYI, guys, some of the people, you don't understand how I feel, in particular about like millimeters. I don't give a fuck about. I hate every one of them, every motherfucking one of them, right? And here's the thing, like, if they don't support my business, right? I never want a fucking dime from them. I never want them to go to business. If I see them in here, I'll put them out, right? And if they're buying, no, if they can't. I don't want them in black. I never want to see them. I never want to buy a shirt. I never want to buy anything from me. So I'm happy when they say I'm not going to do this little verso. I'm like, oh, thank you, shit. I hate. And if they tell everybody about it, I don't want anybody that's willing to listen to them motherfuckers to come here, right? And here's the beautiful thing, guys. I want you guys to understand something about God. You put you in positions where you literally don't need people, right? I think God has to do that. Unless these millimeters, unless these people are going to buy a fucking hotel, how you going to stop me, boo? What are you going to do? But, oh my God, I'm just sitting back listening, and I'm looking at them, I'm reading, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are crazy. Like, they're literally out of their minds. They're boycotting television shows. They think that the bloggers, they think bloggers are, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see them ratings and see how bad they're going to look, and they're going to be like, they have no power. None. People don't understand data analytics. When they think the show's ratings are down, that's probably because NFL and college football is on at the same goddamn time. But